Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the ACM's Pentagon tournament brought to you by ACM and MPSME. Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you returning from our previous stream earlier today, we are now going in for the semi-finals. Okay, and for those of you who are joining now for the semi-finals, let me introduce ourselves. I'm Lewis, your host for today, and I'm accompanied by PSauce and Rutvik, who is actually the event coordinator and secretary for ACM. Would you like to say something about yourselves really quick?
Hi guys, this is Rutvik Dumre, ACM MPSTME Secretary, and I would like to tell you that we are in the semi-finals right now, and we have two semis left and the finals. If you want the updates, you can follow us on Instagram. Our handle is ACM_MPSTME, and also we'll be having recruitment. So if you want to help us organize events like these technical events, you can follow us there. So now PSauce is gonna tell you about the matches.
All right, guys, we have very important. Just a second, guys. All right, guys, we have a very interesting matchup today. We are having two quarterfinals. First one, which we are going to see right now, is Meme Team going up against the Fake Taxi. It is going to be an
Pesos,
interesting one.
Pesos, just to clarify, this is indeed the semi-finals.
This is the semi-finals. I apologize for the delay.
Okay, all right. And as you said, we are going up against Meme Team versus Fake Taxi. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe the map is going to be on Inferno.
You're right, Lewis.
Okay, all right. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. So let's quickly bounce into the game here. And it looks like we are just about to start the pistol round, I believe.
We are going into the ninth round right now.
Into the knife round already. Okay, so the players, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who don't know, before we start the live stream, each player has about 5 minutes to warm up, on the respective teams, and to get a sense of the server and things like that. Now, that being said, we are going into the knife round. Now, for those of you who don't know what the knife round is, it's basically the starting point where the team that wins the knife round get the chance to pick whether they want to play on T side or whether they want to play on CT side. And depending on which team gets to play on which side is really going to determine the outcome of the first half. And it looks like we have a lot of chaos going up towards the top of the ramp here. And it looks like Fake Taxi is going to take down the beloved meme team down. And they are choosing to stay on CT side, ladies and gentlemen. So now we are going to prepare ourselves for the start of the CT round. PSauce, did you see that? Did you see that coming?
I was expecting the meme team to actually win this. I was looking at the first wife as well as Smoke Noobs every day. They did get the two right clicks in there, but unfortunately the timing was not just right. Everyone just pounced on them. The Fake Taxi team did get the win, and now they are choosing the CT side, which is said to be the stronger side on
For
Inferno.
this map?
Yes, definitely. Let's see what
Fa-
Fake Taxi can do on this map against meme team.
Fantastic piece. Also, definitely agree. Now, while we wait for the match to resume, Rithwik, tell us a little bit. The viewers who are just curious to know, how was ACM and MPSTME? How were they able, to organize this event? How long did you guys take, to work out the logistics and put everything together? How did you guys make this happen for this weekend? Do tell us, because I know there are a couple of our fans who are just dying to know.
So yeah, Lewis, as ACM's full form is Association for Computing Machinery. We are a committee in ACM. We are the ACM chapter of MPSTM of ACM, MPSTME chapter of ACM. So we organize technical events. We have a team. We have various departments like technical, creatives, logistics, PR, marketing, and social
Yeah.
media. We have a lot of these teams working on the event side by side. So all the credit actually goes to all of these departments and how they are working with each other to make this happen. And we also recruit every year. The recruitment for this year hasn't been done yet. So if you guys are interested in joining us, helping us organize these technical events, you can follow us on Instagram and we'll keep you posted.
And what was the Instagram tag? Quickly refresh us, with that one.
The Instagram tag is ACM_MPSTME.
You heard it straight from Rutvik himself, ladies and gentlemen, the secretary, the person responsible for making this event go smoothly as possible. So make sure to check them out on Instagram and give them a thumbs up and a follow. Going back into the game, we have the pistol round that has started, and it looks like the CTs have gone for the standard buy, and Herb has gone ahead and bought the diffuser while the rest have bought armor. Now, that being said, it looks like the T's are, usually you would expect the T's to try and do a banana push, but it looks like they have decided to take their chances with going A. And it looks like Phantom has been spotted out, but the question is whether the CTs know that there are 4 pushing, and they are going to be completely off guard there as they get caught out with 4 players. It looks like Wizard is going to look for the push from short, but it's not going to happen. Dice is quickly going to flank up from Banana, and Blurry is going to fall back looking for the kill. Is Blurry going to connect his shots? No, he's not going to. And it looks like Wizard is going to close the round for FakeTaxi, and they are going to get the first round for the first half of this Inferno map. That was a very interesting turn of events. I did not see that this early, in the game. But then again, I must say that normally you would have expected the meme team, to meme and go banana, but they choose, to play, the offhand here, and it definitely did not work out in their favor because the CTs did play a majority stack on A with 4, and it looks like that is going to cause the CTs to buy multiple guns and nades this round, which is going to force the T's to only going to buy deagles and pistols. Over to you, PSauce.
Alright, here we do see a very interesting buy by Dice and Wizard, who are playing banana right now. They did have a smoke down at bottom banana, but they do fall back, giving the control of banana to the team, keeping the vision alive with Dice playing onto cart. Backstabber has gone down to 18 HP because of the nade and the dink by H2O Flow. They traded some shots. H2O Flow is down to 38 HP, but he is not to worry because they are going up against Pistons. He is not one shot. Penniless taking down 3. Wizard taking down 1. Blurry almost catches Penniless off guard. He is 12 HP. First 5 does get H2O Flow. He does have the 390, but goes down to Penniless. Penniless with a quick 3k, winning FakeTaxi the round.
Completely agree with you there, PSauce, and the CTs are going to win the first 2 rounds in a row, and it looks like the T's, because they did a full eco the previous round, are going to be able to execute a proper buy for the 3rd round. They're going to have a full AK setup with utilities as money would allow them, and it looks like the CTs are gone for a very predominant aggressive up close setup with a bunch of P90s, a Swag 7 and an M4A4. And so let's see what damage they can do. So I'm expecting the CTs to play up close angles, because those guns don't do a lot of damage, especially when you take them at a range. So they're going to have to get up close and personal and right in the T's face if they are to take down players, because the T's do have the advantage. They can get headshots from over half a map away and still, take down players with 1 bullet, whereas the CTs just don't have that option. Even with Wizards M4A4, it's still a 2-hit kill, even if you dink them in the head. Now, that being said, it looks like the CTs are still predominantly holding out T-Ramp, and they are trying to establish banana dominance, but it looks like 2 CTs are pushed up behind the smoke, and they're actually going to do a boost peek, and Backstabber is going to get completely caught off guard there and go down to Wizard, and they're going to fall back. We have Smoke Noobs every day, who's only 16 HP. He's trying to get a mid peek here. It looks like the CT who is near Boiler is deciding whether he wants to peek or not, but he did fall back, and the bomber is right in behind Smoke Noobs every day, so it's up to Smoke Noobs every day to get the entry frag here on A, and it looks like he's going to be mollied out, and luckily he does not lose too much HP. He's only 13, but that molly really could have made a massive impact to the team's economy here. And mind you guys, don't forget that at currently this is our 4v5, but Phantom completely gets caught off guard with Penniless P90, and H2O Flow takes down Smoke Noobs every day, but he was low HP anyway. It looks like Herbs is trying to do a couple of damage here, and it looks like First Wife is going to pick up Wizard with a headshot with the AK. Herb hears him jump down. Is he going to peek? He's looking the wrong way. He catches Blurry off guard, but First Wife is going to quickly get the trade. Is First Wife capable of clutching this round by himself? He is being rushed with 1 HP. He has 1 HP and a dream. He's making it possible. They do hear him with the bomb, but they just don't have the time. That is very unfortunate. But no, that was very good effort that they made. But I'm surprised, honestly, I'm surprised that he even managed to stay alive there, let alone get the bomb plant and continue the round. But the Fake Taxi played that very well here, and it looks like Fake Taxi is off to a very good start, with a very strong lead. But knowing the meme team and First Wife, having no strategy is the strategy. Let's see what they can come up with to make this work, ladies and gentlemen. PSauce, do you think our beloved meme team that everybody knows and loves, do you think they are a worthy opponent of Fake Taxi, or do you think they are going to make a massive comeback against Fake Taxi in the second half when it is their side to dominate the map and like they did yesterday? What are your thoughts on that, PSauce?
I wouldn't be surprised if meme team are going down 11-2 and making a comeback again, because they have done that once. They won't be scared, or they won't be hesitant to do that again. It would be just very it would be very shameful for Fake Taxi to have reached the semi-finals and let a team like meme team win the round, clutching it. We do have Blurry taking down Dice with a Glock. Mind you, they were on an eco. Only First Wife had an AK. Rest of the team was on an eco. Now almost everyone does have a gun, and they are now in a 3 versus 5, with First Wife being at 4 HP. Does Backstabber catch off Penniless off guard? He does, gets the kill. The rest 2 CTs are now
and also picks up a gun, and now the CTs are in a very bad position. PSauce, let's not forget the smoke that First Wife put down and the disgusting headshot he managed to get on the CT playing Coffins. He completely shut him down and still managed to stay alive with 4 HP. I'm guessing First Wife is going to want to get an early start on the round there, because that bomb radius is quite high. Is he going to stay alive? He needs the distance. No, First Wife is going to go down, but he did very well. They're going to pick up the AKs, and it looks like it's going to be well worth the death there. First Wife doing bits for his team, ladies and gentlemen, everybody we know and we love. And it looks like Dice from Fake Taxi is calling for a pause due to a technical difficulty with one of his... It looks like Dice himself is actually suffering with the technical difficulty. So while we wait, let's quickly take a look at how the teams are doing. PSauce, if you can pull that information on the scoreboard. It looks like, and we're only 5 rounds into the game, but it looks like Fake Taxi is being very consistent, working as a team to get kills. They just spent the remaining of their money, if not all of it. And we have Wizard here with the early carry, getting 2 MVPs, which stands for what most valuable person, as in he was the person who made the biggest impact that round, deemed by CSGO's, algorithms and how the game works. And second to that being Pennywise. And, looking at a beloved team, meme team, First Wife with the first MVP is how they won that round, but Backstabber and Blurry not too far behind. We are yet to see Phantom and Smoke Tubes every day contribute to the team, but given how we've seen them play in the past 2 games, I have no doubt that they will be able to deliver. And it looks like they are having a couple of troubles with sound. Now, that being said, the game is going back to resuming, ladies and gentlemen, and it looks like the T's have managed to buy, Blurry is going for his op. We've seen how he played the previous game with, on Mirage with the AWP, and he was absolutely able to annihilate, Team ESSA. Is he going to be able to contest and overpower Wizard? We will just have to wait and see in a second. And the rest of the meme team have gone for an AUG and AKs, whereas let's look at the T's. Wizard has AWP, while the rest of his team has MP9s, a combination. Sorry, not a combination, one each of an M4A4, a Swag 7, and a 5.7. So clearly, H2O Flow is lacking a bit in the money department. Not like any of his teammates could have dropped it as well, because they're all suffering from economy at the moment. So what I'm saying is, if meme team can shut down the CTs this round as well, that's going to put the CTs in a very bad position, and they can gain a lot of economical advantage, which will definitely put the pressure onto Fake Taxi to see whether they can get the momentum back and to prevent it going from a 3-all even score. Now, with that being said, PSauce, let us know what's happening on A side over here.
Right now we are seeing the your First Wife trying to take AP's control, trying to push out APs to make some room for his team to push into A, while Backstabber and Smoke Noobs every day are trying to clear off top, middle and arch. Backstabber does spot out Herpes, but is not able to make an impact. Will he decide to smoke off arch? to make room for his team to reach CT.
It looks like First Wife there is a bit hesitant to peek to the left. His backstabber gonna go down. No, backstabber finds the kill with a headshot with the AK. Taking down Herp. He's penniless with a disgusting headshot on First Wife. Gonna shut him down. Phantom gets the trade for his friend, prevents him from dying, and kills H2O. Backstabber finds Penniless in the smoke and takes him down. And is now down to, can they find the CT? The CT gets shot down. Can Smoke Noobs every day connect the AUG with the AWP and take him down? He's gonna throw a nade. Definitely gonna do some damage with Wizard. Only 15 HP gets lost. Let's see what the Smoke Noobs every day can actually smoke out the AWP who is watching pit angle. He's doing the smart thing and not peeking that. Is he going to catch a blurry off guard there? And it looks like Wizard is choosing to check his flank, but nobody seems to be wanting to pick him, and it looks like he's not going to go for that either. A smart thing to do because his team is suffering with the economy right now, so he's doing a smart thing, saving his armor and saving the AWP for the next buy, even though he does have a diffuser and he had a chance. And that is going to give the round, ladies and gentlemen, to the meme team, and that is going to bring them to 3-2, 1 round behind FakeTaxi. And it looks like the team, the player that made the biggest play there was Wizard. He managed to get a couple of kills there and pick up, to help Penniless get that Swag 7 shot there. And it looks like Phantom is going to be the second person to pick up another MVP. Now, the T's money situation is looking very strong. Both Blurry and Backstabber have over 6k, so they can do a proper full buy. Wizard getting mollied off early, and he's going to try and get the late peek through the molly, but he's going to fail and fall back, taking 40 HP worth of damage through the molly. And it looks like he's going to boost one of the CTs up there to hold the B angle, while he does an early rotate to A. Not the worst decision I've seen. It's actually quite smart, and but also at the same time, Dice needs to be wary that it is a position that is checked quite often, by the T's when they're pushing. And it looks like the T's are finally committing to the banana push, and they're going to try take sight from the CTs. Now, they have no idea where Dice is, but Dice also does not have armor, so it's not going to take a whole lot of bullets to shut him down. But obviously, Dice with the Deagle can shut down the T's with a headshot each, provided he can land the shots. So let's see what's going to see here, what's going to happen in a bit, ladies and gentlemen. And also, the Bomber and all the T's are finally pushing banana. Dice getting ready. He sees Phantom,
Unable to get the finishing kill. First Wife is down at 9 HP. Phantom again at 40 HP, connecting with one of those Deagle shots, if not two, through the wall. The Deagle doing damage here. Dice going down to 59 HP. Herp is now down at 75 HP. It's a 4v5 retake, very difficult. On the B side, Blurry gets the headshot. Smoke Noobs does too. HVS and Herp. Herp does not have a gun. He does have a P2K. He is deciding to hide in construction and find the exit frags while they leave. No one is going to go construction, so he has the ability to go behind those players. I think he is going to get Phantom. Yeah, he does. He attracts attention of the Backstabber. Let's see if he gets the kill on the Backstabber and the AK. He gets traded out. HVS again saving the orb for his team. Meme team is now on level with FakeTaxi, 3-3.
Apologies, ladies and gentlemen, and it turns out that the gamers of yesterday are not the only one having net issues now going back into the game. Sorry, PSauce, if you were speaking, I just did not hear you for the past 45 seconds. Now, that being said, it looks like the T's are trying to take banana. And guys, looking at the scoreboard, it seems that the T's were able to pull up another miraculous and First Wife. Our beloved Fragger, who has deadly aim with his AK, gets absolutely shut down by Dice, only for Dice to get traded out by one of the meme team players. Now, that being said, it looks like Penniless is going to push apps to try and catch somebody off guard, but it looks like he's gathering info and telling the CTs. It looks like Dice is inquiring about a potential issue that we might have a timeout for in the next round. While that is being and and it and it looks like I completely agree with you there, PSauce. Blurry found that headshot, and he is gonna pull a bit there for his team. Now let's see whether no, he's just gonna get absolutely shut down there. I do not know what was running through his head, but just standing out there in the open was gonna give Penniless an easy headshot, and that is gonna give the fourth win to the CTs who are now diffusing. But it also appears that we have an issue either with the player or with the server, because there is random ping spikes and 30% loss. So while the moderators look into that game, yes, it appears to have been a legitimate issue because the match has been paused, and it appears that one of the CTs have disconnected to try and rectify the issue. While that is being said, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like because the CTs lost the previous round, they do have the economy. Blurry has over 14,000 in his bank, to buy for his team. Not that the team needs it; they all have over 5K at the minimum, so they can definitely buy. And guys, we have passed the point of where the teams are past the one-sidedness. Ritvik, you've noticed this as well. Now that we are in the semi-finals, we don't see a large lead by either team anymore, because now we have got to the point where we have paired up a good team with another good team. So now all of them are trading blows now, trying to get the final round. Now that being said, FakeTaxi did have an early start, but because the CTs had to eco after losing the pistol round, guys, listen, it is not uncommon for the opposite team that lost the pistol round to lose one round only to win the third round. So it's very common for you to see a 2-1 score before you start winning the rounds and providing for the team. Now that being said, Rithwik, now I know you have actually spoken to one of the team leaders of FakeTaxi. Now, do you have any experience, with the teammates? Have you run into any competitive games? Because I know majority of these players are from India, and being local servers, you're bound to run into each other. Have you had a chance to play with them? And as per your caliber of skill, have you seen any of the players, that are worthy of going against Brasilia Updogs or anything like that? Because I think that is the team that is setting the benchmark for this tournament, and I don't think the meme team or Carthay and FakeTaxi are too far behind. So, what are your thoughts on that?
I think so. I personally haven't been matched up against FakeTaxi, but I know the players there from MPSTME itself. But I haven't played against them or with them. It seems that the issue they're having is because of a lot of spectators on the server. So I think I'm gonna personally check it, and I'll try to get rid of that. Okay.
Fantastic, Rithwik. Thanks for looking into that, guys. In the meanwhile, while we wait for these technical difficulties to be sorted out, I think we are going to move on to a short break while we sort things out in the background. But stay tuned. We will see you guys in 5 minutes or less once we get these technical difficulties sorted out. Stay tuned. We'll see you guys soon. Sorry for the inconvenience. Thank you for your patience. We are now going back into the game, and I believe the issues, the technical difficulties that we've been experiencing have been sorted out, and all is well. We are good for a full steam ahead. Let's make it work. And now we're just waiting for the match to be unpaused. And while I just inform the players over there because they're just a bit confused, let's go back into the match here. And guys, as I was saying earlier, this is one of those maps that is very CT sided, and even though it is CT sided, even the early game, the meme team are definitely pushing efforts. If we take a look at the quarterfinals and the first round of games that we had yesterday, whenever there was a team playing on CT side, it was a very one-sided match until we got to halftime and the T's became the CTs, and then they started winning rounds. But we've got to that point where it doesn't matter if the map is on your side or not. You have reached the level of caliber of players that you see in front of you, where even though the T's are at a slight disadvantage according to the map, they are still pulling bits. As we can see, first Smoke Noobs they're getting a headshot on Dice. They're shutting him down with the P90, only for HWS to shut down Smoke Noobs every day with his AWP. So now we're down to a 4v4, and it looks like the T's have very strong mid presence. The question is, does the CT H2O Flow know about their presence? Looks like no, he does hear him. He's gonna find second. First wife is gonna get taken down. Very unfortunate by H2O Flow, and it looks like Blurry is gonna. It looks like Blurry is gonna go ahead and get the trade there and slow down that push from them. So now it's a 2v3 situation. Phantom does find the kill, but now he has to fend off two players who are pushing him ASAP. He's not going to be able to connect any of his shots, and Herpes is going to shut him down with the MP7, and that is going to give the 5th round win to the counter-terrorists. And for some reason, we have gone back to a pause. It appears to be an issue that we are trying to rectify, So while the moderators are looking into it and trying to sort it out, let's just see, whether we can quickly get this rectified. Very unfortunate PSauce, that we're having these technical difficulties and delays, because I know that both of these teams are very eager, to show what they're possible, and this constant stopping and starting is really ruining both of their momentums, which is not ideal. And I believe Rutvik, you have been summoned in the game chat. If you just want to take a look at that.
I'm gonna go and look into the issues of the game.
Okay, Rutvik, so we will catch you back in a bit then. Just let us know when the issues have been sorted out, guys. In the meanwhile, while the secretary himself, the main man, the big dog, goes and takes a look at what's happening with our ACM tournament, we are just going to go ahead and, try and get the match on the way. Hopefully the issue has been sorted out. Yes, I do see an improvement with the ping and the loss. So I think we're going to go back into the game.
Yes, Lutz, that's right. The issues are sorted, and we should unpause the match right now.
Great to see everyone being included in here. Having seen the issues of teammates not being able to connect, having very difficult times while connecting, having high ping, having loss. It is very unfair for someone to play with a very high ping, where you get loss, etc. So
yeah.
It is sometimes it is better for you to just stop the game, let the internet load to reduce, and once that is done, you can just continue the match as soon as the internet is back and as soon as you can go. Right now, the game has been started. We are again looking at the game with meme team going in for an eco, getting HVS down to 17 HP. That is your first try, spamming the wall, trying to get Wizard. Almost gets him. He is down to 15 HP. What do you think, Lewis? What should their strat be for this match?
Well, with HVS, the AWP going down to 15 HP, that is not gonna exactly slow him down, because after all, he is the AWP and he's gonna have to do bits, because all he needs is one shot to connect and he is gonna delete somebody off the face of this planet. But that is provided he can connect the shot. It looks like first wife is gonna get completely off guard there again. First Wife really seems to be struggling. The past 2 games were effortless, but they as a team seem to be struggling. So it looks like the Fake Taxi is a bigger team, and it looks like Herpes and Wizard both take down Backstabber and Smoke Loop every day simultaneously, and that is going to leave them in a 3v2. Can Phantom hold off the push by himself? The bomb is planted for him, but he only has a deagle, and it is an equal, ladies and gentlemen. He has been spotted out. Can he hold it? He can't connect the deagle shot. He's going to try and go to stop the defuse, but Fake Taxi is going to win that round, and that's going to give them the 3-point lead over the meme team. The early game is not looking good, ladies and gentlemen, but not to worry. The meme team will have the chance to shine when it is the CT side. That being said, 5 seconds before, and it looks like the match has been paused yet again. PSauce, I am at a loss for words. Do you happen to have any information on what is causing our delays?
I feel these guys are having a lot of issues. Currently seeing a lot of rain we have been experiencing here in Mumbai. The internet service providers, their infrastructure is bound to have a lot of issues. Them playing this game previously, even right now they are playing the game. The loss issue is probably because of the load they are experiencing on their channel, basically.
Right.
And them having increase in ping. Could be their moms trying to browse Facebook over the Wi-Fi. You never know.
That's a very interesting relation you made there, but that's very good analogy you use there, PSauce. But it's just one of those things, it's just guys, when we as a community put these tournaments and events together, there are just some things that are out of our control, and the weather is just one of those things. It is very unfortunate that Mumbai is suffering with the rains and clouds, because the weather here in Sri Lanka is looking cloudy, but it's looking a lot better. Now, that being said, while we wait, another thing that people are probably wondering, why does, when loss goes up, does ping increase at the same time? And that is simply, have to do with the coping mechanism that is built into the algorithm of CSGO. I'm not going to go into too much detail, guys, but just know that if you have loss, your ping is going to go up to the square of that. So if you see 10% loss, you're going to roughly get about 100% more ping. Now, that being said, the moderators and the IT department that is working on the tournament, they are trying their very best to get rid of the loss, but they are limited in their abilities, because then again, this is not from our side. The server itself is not lagging. It is the players' connections to the server that is causing the loss. You see, there are two things you have here. You have loss and you have choke. Loss is the fault of the connection between the server and the player, and choke is what happens is when the player's computer is sending out data but the server is unable to process it. And what PSauce said earlier makes complete sense, where the weather is really playing a detrimental role in this tournament and is not allowing us to continue at full steam ahead, and I just want to give the benefit of the doubt to both the teams here, because when you win a certain round, you have a certain mindset that this is exactly what you need to do to win the next round. But the problem is, when you have a pause like this, you stop, you talk a little bit while the issues are getting rectified, and then when it comes back to the game, right, the players are going to have to start rethinking how they're going to be continuing that game. So that can upset either Fake Taxi or the meme team, and also I think seeing how well the First Wife and his team did play the previous 2 matches, they were absolutely dominating the scene, two games in a row, and they really seem to be struggling against Fake Taxi. So this is like a free timeout that they could use, to restring their strat. At least I would say so, PSauce, in that regard, to use the free timeout. This does not qualify as a timeout on their part, because this is a technical difficulty. So as per our rules and regulations, both the teams still have 2 unused timeouts that they are yet to utilize this match. And looking back at yesterday and today, I think there was only 1 or 2 teams that did use a timeout, but then again, that was not for discussing strats or taking a breather, but that was simply due to technical difficulties. So for the purpose of the game and for the purpose of winning, we are yet to see if the teams can basically utilize that timeout. Now, that being said, we are still in the process of waiting for this issue to be sorted out. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to keep it short and simple. We will catch you guys in a bit while we sort this out. Don't go anywhere. We will try and get this sorted out by 4:30 or sooner. We will message you in the YouTube comments if we do have an improvement on the situation. But just keep your eye on it, and we will be back as soon as we can. Okay, chat to you guys soon.
Sorry for the technical difficulties, guys. We will be heading right back into the game as soon as the round resumes. And as we can see, the round has resumed. We see here a blurry first wife, backstabber moves every day, going in for a split take. They are going to take mid control as well as they are trying to take ACM'S control, if I'm not wrong. Yep. We see your first wife along with Phantom going towards ACM'S. Phantom has gotten a couple of picks here towards short and is playing really well. He's been hitting his shots. Okay, I have jinxed it right there. H2O flow. Wizard. Penniless. Okay, yeah, Penniless shutting him down at boiler before he even peaks. Your first wife is trying to take control of top middle, making sure that they do not push behind them. Yes, it is a 1v2 situation with blurry and first wife, but we have seen first wife play, we have seen blurry play. They do have the potential to clutch this up. What do you think, Lewis? What is going through the minds of first wife and blurry right now?
PSauce, to be honest with you.
Looks like we have lost Lewis once again. Blurry goes down to the op by Wizard, and it is first wife now in a 1v1, takes down Wizard, but Dice gets the trade onto him and is now a 7-3. Your first wife has reached double digits, but Smoke Noobs Everyday, Phantom and Smoke Noobs Everyday and Phantom failing to contribute enough for the team to make a difference. FakeTaxi currently on the lead with 7-3. Meme team are currently on a buy round. Let's see what this buy brings to them. They do not have an op, while the FakeTaxi team does have a dual op setup. Backstabber pushing through the smoke. Smoking the molly, pushing through it. Checking sandbag, does not see anyone. Blurry is holding a one-way through the middle smoke, looking at someone who is trying to capitalize through that unfortunate smoke. Phantom is completely blinded. Dice gets him, gets traded by Backstabber. Backstabber does know after the op shot that someone is at the B side. The T's have now committed to the A take. Blurry going in with the CT smoke, while Smoke Noobs Everyday does molly off orange. While Blurry will okay, he is not going for a CT smoke, he is going for a construction smoke. Well, let's see if it lands. It does land, and now they have gotten a free entry towards Wizard does get the shot onto Blurry. Backstab. And they do have the side. They are going in for the plant. HVS is going to boost Herp over. They anticipate the boost, getting Herpes down to 50 HP. HVS now down to 33. It's a 4v4 retake situation. Utility very low on both teams. First wife getting the kill onto Grind On. A Wizard. First wife is playing on top of his game today. He does anticipate the construction push. He's pre-aiming that angle. Will he pre-fire? He does try and get the kill. But H2O Penniless does get the kill onto Backstabber, who is playing dark. First wife just got killed. Blurry with the beautiful 3k. Winning meme team the 4th round. It was very necessary. The bomb does not go off, saving Smoke Noobs every day as well as Blurry. They do have enough utility. They do have enough money to buy utility, armor, and guns if they need. Their team economy does look great.
Apologies about the technical difficulties there, PSauce. It looks like the players are not the only one having struggles today. It just seems that all of us are just not having a very good early evening here, because even I am having to start internet issues. Now, that being said, okay, I was just watching the previous match, and Rutvik, I have to agree with you. That was a beautiful spray down from Blurry. He really made that work, and it looks like, you know, Blurry is going to go back to AWPing, even though he did use a rifle the previous round. And the rest of his team is going to go for a P90 AK setup with full utility minus Phantom. And it looks like Penniless is going to be the one handling the AWP. Can he make work of it? We'll just have to wait and see. And we have Herbs and Dice, FakeTaxi, and Wizard using a combination of different weapons, best to their economy's ability. And it looks like the teams are trying to establish a strong presence in Banana here. They do go down they do put down the flash, and they're checking their corners, mauling it off. It appears that Molly is slightly off track, but that's okay. We have Smoke Noobs checking that angle anyway. And it appears that the CTs are definitely not watching, that peak by Smoke Noobs. And is he going to drop down? Oh, I see a movement by Wizard there. That's a very bad smoke to whoever that threw that. And they now have to contest side. Are they going to check their right? No, they're not going to. We have Smoke Noobs here, unable to find Wizard there. That was very upsetting. Dice, Herp, and Dice completely shot down the push by Tees. Ladies and gentlemen, it is not looking good for the meme team, but then again, this map is one-sided after all, and it looks like, these technical difficulties have really put it off, for the meme team, because they were earlier, a couple of rounds ago, they were managing to go between, a win and a loss and a win and a loss, but somehow this has ruined their momentum, whereas FakeTaxi has been completely unaffected by this, and they are still going strong. And we see their Herb throwing a nade and falling back just in case the T's decide to push mid, and he's going to smoke that off so the T's don't have any information about who's crossing over to Boiler. In the meanwhile, we see the T's juggling in A-apps there, and Smoke Noobs every day and First Wife every day are going to get 2 kills with the Deagle and AK respectively, one of them being a headshot, and we do see them pushing apps hard. Is Phantom going to take down the T that is in pit? Nobody is looking at pit. Smoke Noobs every day just comes in and dies because they just did not check pit, and they are aware of the AWPer near jungle. They just have to hide away from it, and he's going to have to push to take side. And we do see the other T who is just checking his corners, and they're coming apps. I don't think the T's are prepared for that. This is going to be on Blurry to watch out, but he is just not looking, and the information has been given away. Can Blurry catch him off guard? Wizard would have had that, but he threw the molly and gave his position away. And now it's down to Wizard. Wizard finds one headshot. Can Wizard find the last 1v1? No, Backstabber, the legend that he is completely going to shut down the retake from the CTs, and he's going to give the 5th round to the terrorists. That was very well played, PSauce, in my opinion, by the meme team. That is the round that they needed to break the momentum that the CTs have gained after, the technical difficulties that we had earlier. They needed that, and it looks like now they have gone ahead and gone back to the standard setup of AKs and AWP and SMG. And it looks like, the CTs are not that confident. They have gone for a semi-eco only Wizard with the MP9 looking to gain some money, and they have more or less done a massive stack they've done a 4-man stack on B. The question is, can Backstabber, find the headshot and shut them down? They're just stacking and they are waiting, they're just waiting to strike. And this is going to be a very interesting showdown versus a couple of Deagles and MP9 versus a very good rifler. And it looks like they are getting ready to take Banana. They are flashing over sight. A couple of them have been blinded, and now it's down to Backstabber to try and get an entry. Can they pull it off is the question. And we do see a little bit of trickery, magicry going on at A. It looks like, we do have a CT and T about to meet each other. First wife here lurking. Is he going to find Wizard here? Is he going to check his corner? Oh no! First wife completely throws that. What on earth is he thinking? This is the semi-finals. This is not the time to throw. But then again, ladies and gentlemen, remember, this is the meme team, okay? And they will attempt to do things like that. Wizard, in the nick of time, turning around and completely deleting that. Meanwhile, it seems that Backstabber getting a triple headshot 3K for his team, but gets shut down by FakeTaxi with the headshot. Phantom going to get the trade on H2 flow, and it's going to be down to the player of FakeTaxi to try ahead and get this trade here. And Wizard is, by the looks of it, he knows they all have guns. He's going to either go and try and get exit strike, or if he's feeling ballsy, he's going to go for this. But Phantom is ready for him. Is Phantom going to catch him? Phantom gets caught off guard there, and he's going to die to a disgusting headshot by Wizard. Is the AWP going to find him? Yes. Wizard does manage to nick him, but unfortunately not enough to take down Blurry, and Blurry gets the one-hit kill with the AWP on Wizard, and that is going to give the 6th win to the terrorists, and that is going to leave FakeTaxi leading by 2 points. Parth, that game was very interesting. I do not know why First Wife threw that around by himself. The knife was the wrong thing to do, in my opinion.
I mean, it's the confidence. Winning both the previous games with a very significant kill death difference. He is very confident in his mechanical skills. He is going for whatever he can. He was going for the meme that the name suggests, as the name suggests. He was going for the meme, but that bit him in the bottom. So now, well, he lost his life, almost losing his team the round. The match is again paused for some technical difficulties.
In the meanwhile, while that's being said, I think, First Wife, being the lovable human that he is, I bet you anything that he is being told off by his teammates for doing such a questionable thing in a tournament at this semi-level, because it just does not make practical sense to take the risk. And, if we were to take a look at the scoreboard right now, we do see Wizard, getting the 3rd MVP there and getting 16 kills, Penniless following with 12 kills and 2 MVPs. And the rest of the team working together to shut down the T's whenever they can. But, let's take a look at the fan favorite meme team, the Comeback Gods, who have not got a chance to exercise that bit today. We have Blurry and First Wife and Backstabber working together, and are the only 3 to have respective kills in the double digit, and it looks like Smoke Noobs every day and Phantoms are just struggling, to contribute to the team, but that is okay because they are entering and allowing the other 3 teammates, to get the kills that they need. And coming back to the game, the round has started, and it looks like Wizard is going for the AWP here, while the rest of his team is going to be buying MP9s and MP7s. Not the smartest thing I've seen. Wizard could have definitely dropped a gun to one of his teammates there and gone for an AK, but he just seemed to have thought that it's more important him have the AWP and leave the rest of his teammates to fend for themselves. Meanwhile, looking at the meme team, they have gone for a full 5 AK setup with utility. Smoke Noobs every day going early down to Wizard. Wizard clearly showing that was the right decision to do there. And now it's down to Backstabber to try and get an entry here. The smoke has been left on the left side, so he can't get peeked by the CT on the left. And Can Penniless catch him off guard? Yes, he does. Penniless finds the first headshot, but First Wife is going to get the trade and take Penniless down. And it looks like Dice is expecting a push from Banana, but nothing's happening there. Going back to ACM'S, Wizard is going to find Phantom out in the open there and shut him down. And Wizard here is going to be the man of the match. Can he hold off the T-push? But they are falling back. It looks like they are going to make an attempt to go B. It is 45 seconds remaining. They do have enough time to do so. And they do have 3 utility left, which is a flash, a nade, and a molly. Should they use it correctly, they should be able to flush Dice out of the corner, but they're not going to use it. They're going to peek, and Dice is going to shot First Wife down. And he's going to take down, he's going to take Backstabber down as well. And that is going to be 9-6 going into the second half, ladies and gentlemen. And let's not forget, it was the T's who were at the disadvantage now, but they still got 6 kills. It is now time for the Comeback Kings, the meme team, once they have been given the side advantage, to really show what they are capable of. And I'm pretty sure most of the people watching this game are expecting big things from First Wife. So let's see whether he can deliver. And now the pressure is on the CTs, on the T's to maintain their lead and to finish this game off, because now they have been given this disadvantage. So they need to keep their consistency up if they are to win. What do you say, PSauce?
Yes, definitely. This being a very CT-sided map, meme team do have a very respectable score to retake from the CT side. Currently, we see Phantom getting 1 kill onto the T's, but the bomb is down. They expected this boost, and Dice pre-firing that smoke, getting smoke moves every day through the smoke. Gets shut down by Phantom. Does Phantom get the guy down? No, Herp gets him down. Backstabber is now in a 1v2 situation. He does get Herp. Almost licks on to Wizard. They do not have a kit. He will need to rush if he has to win. He just does not have enough time. He has 1 bullet left, but Wizard gets him down.
Very unfortunate there. It was not exactly a winnable position for the CTs, because not only were they down on time, but the Backstabber was also out of rounds, guys. And it's just one of those things to remember when you're using the USPS in the pistol round. Unlike the Glock, where you have almost 120 rounds, and 20 rounds in the clip, you only have 36 combined rounds of the USP. But the difference is the USP is one of those guns that can do a lot of damage relative to the number of shots that are fired. So as a CT, you have to make sure that you land your shots to get kills. And as you can see there, the Backstabber did fail to do that, leading, the T, who had plenty of rounds. All he had to do was spam the Glock and he got the kill. And coming back to the game here, we see that, the T is taking meme team for a walk here, shutting down smoke noobs over there with a P90, but no surprise there, guys. They went for a full eco, but they do have the economy now. They all have enough to buy AKs and armor, if not, glass cannon or AK armor and utility. So they will definitely maximize that. And the match has been paused due to other technical difficulties yet again. And this time, I don't think it is a technical difficulty from our side. It just looks like one of the players are having a problem with their internet service provider. But coming back to the T's, it looks like they are choosing to stick with the Mac 10 full utility, 1 Galil and a P90, and just save up some money. So even if they do lose this game, because they gain money by getting kills with that SMG, they will be able, to buy an aggressive setup next round, and it's not, and they can't be blamed because they do have the rounds to back it up as well. So they can afford to make mistakes at this point. The same cannot be said for the CTs. And the CTs have gone for a full buy. We're looking at FAMAS's M4s and M4A1s. FakeTaxi HO flow completely missing his him. Penniless finds First Wife getting shot down, but not before he shots on Herp with a headshot with the M4A4. And the T's have taken side just like that. Blurry finds H2O there through the smoke and shot him down. And now Phantom is going to push up connector along with Backstabber, and it is down to a 2v3. Can Wizard gets shot down by by Backstabber there with a disgusting headshot. Penniless did flash his own teammate. That is very unfortunate. Can Backstabber find the player there? Yes, he does. Blurry finds him. It's now, and yes, the CTs do win this round. Backstabber finding Dice, preventing Backstabber from dying there, and that is going to give the 7th win to the CTs. And like I said, it has reached that point where now the CTs are in a position to buy consistently. They do have the money for it. And this is exactly coming back to what I said earlier, PSauce, is they stayed with the SMGs, they lost the round, but they got a couple of kills, so they have plenty of money to do an aggressive round, which is exactly what we see them doing here.
I was surprised with I was surprised with first wife only playing boost and no one contesting banana or B take, but that worked out in their favor. So it is what it is, I guess. They have won the round, getting wizard tagged down with the molly. First wife holding a very aggressive angle gets taken down by wizard, tagging him down to 28 HP, leaving only Phantom to defend banana with an MP7. Looks like the bomb is not at B. Phantom takes out H2O flow with wizard not very far. Grenade dealing slight bit of damage. Smoke noobs everyday playing a very passive angle at balcony, with backstabber throwing a molly to deny the entrance of boiler. Penniless is on to apps, looking to push into A side. I mean, what else? What other setup are you going to run? Backstabber is looking for a very close push, while Smoke Noobs Everyday is playing onto the balcony, playing off connection after he hears them starting to run. Looks like the T's are going in for a banana push. They're going in for a coordinated banana push. Phantom has fallen back towards site, has left sandbags. They do have blurry with the M4A1S. Does get smoked off. Spamming the smoke, gets one. Phantom gets the second, leaving the two guys alone with blurry backstabber and smoke noobs to retake the site. They
And
do not
just
have
like
time
that,
to plant, and
I
then-
completely agree, PSauce. And just like that, the CTs have managed to reel in another round for themselves, yet again closing the gap between the leader team and the loser team. And it looks like we have gone in for yet another pause. Looks like this game is all about the pauses and all about breaking team momentum, which is very unfortunate. But, you know, looking at what the CTs are doing right now while we wait, is they have gone ahead and bought they picked up a couple of AKs there, and they've gone ahead and bought M4A4s and you know, their utility. At the same time, it looks like one of the players from FakeTaxi, who is Dice, does just not seem to be responding. So the teams have gone ahead and called a timeout while we wait for him to get his internet sorted out, because according to HVS Wizard, apparently he's lagging yet again, guys. Like I said earlier, you know, the weather conditions are very unpredictable in India, Mumbai right now, so their respective ISPs of the players could be playing up, you know, so we're just gonna have to wait for that to get sorted out. But in the meanwhile, you know, we have past overtime, and now we see the CT starting to close the gap to the T sides. PSauce, do you think that, you know, the T's will be able to hold off, you know, the meme team, the team that everybody has been scared to play against, you know, especially First Wife here? And definitely, we noticed that, you know, First Wife has to work a little bit harder, you know, than normal, because he's not finding it as easy as he did in the previous two games. You know, do you think the terrorists, FakeTaxi, will be able to hold off the lead that they have enough to win the game, or do you think the Comeback Kings will have a chance of taking this home and proceeding to the finals?
Certainly, looking at the match, this being a CT-sided map, FakeTaxi is going to find it difficult to hold off the 2 to 3 round lead they currently have. But it certainly looks like their economy right now is struggling. Even though they can buy AKs, Galils, and other SMGs, but the utility they require might not be there. Looking at this CT side, the meme team is is stacked on cash. They have all the utility, they have all the guns, they have the ARs they need. Interestingly, they have not gone for an op setup with Smoke Noobs Everyday, Backstabber, and your Blurry holding on to A side, while First Wife and Phantom decide to passively hold onto B, giving up banana control which is not very necessary. They give up banana control early, giving the time for the other teammates to rotate early so that they can retake the site instead of contesting 5 terrorists at once, which is a very great plan.
That is very well said, PSauce. I must agree with you. And ladies and gentlemen, while we wait for the match to resume, a major shout out to our event organizers, ACM and MPSCME. Those guys have gone to the moon and back with their responsibilities and have really done an amazing job to make this event happen over this weekend. I hope you guys can appreciate them the way I have, because guys, just remember, not anybody can put an event like this together. It takes a lot of planning. It takes multiple people that you don't see behind the scenes trying to make this event happen. And one of the few people responsible, for making everything, work as smoothly as they are, minus the technical difficulties related to the weather, not the organizers themselves. Rutvik, do you have any words to share with our viewers who are waiting for the match to resume?
Yeah, I agree that we had a lot of technical difficulties this game specifically, but it's the part of a game, right? You have issues, and because of the weather in Mumbai, as you and Parth also talked about, that's the sole purpose of the technical difficulties. But I think it's not an issue, and I think we're gonna get rid of that after this game. So we'll have a smooth second semifinals and the finals as well. Actually, I'm just gonna go over to the server and help these guys sort out the technical difficulties so you and Parth can carry on.
Thank you for that, Rutvik. Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it himself from the secretary. Just because he is the secretary of the ACM's Pentagon does not mean he is sitting around and doing nothing. The man is actually getting in there, helping resolve these issues. Just shows you the commitment that ACM and MPSCME have put in, to making sure that we have as many non-delays as possible. Now, that being said, looking back at the game, it seems like that player is still having struggles, with his ISP, but this is just one of the things that we have to deal with. PSauce, do you have anything else that you can add to this?
Looking at this match, I feel the technical difficulties are playing a major role. The lag, the ping difference, or the loss, whatever the players are facing right now, is definitely playing a major role. Not allowing any of the teams to gain momentum, not allowing any of the teams to get into the lead and keep the momentum going. So it is a win and as well a loss for each of the teams. So if FakeTaxi wins 2 rounds, disconnects, then they lose the momentum. Meme team wins 2 rounds, then one of them disconnect, they lose momentum. Momentum is very important in winning this game. Plus, on a very CT sided map like Inferno, meme team have to catch up and then take the lead as well. So it is going to be difficult for meme team with this loss issue as well as the ping issue to retake the lead and win this match if they want to go to the finals.
That is very true, PSauce. I do agree with you. Do we have any information that we can share with our viewers regarding, with regards to the remaining matchups for the day and what time they can expect to see the finals happening later on today? Do you have anything to share with them with regards to that?
Absolutely, Lewis. Absolutely. The next quarterfinals is going to be one of the most entertaining quarterfinals. We are going to see the team Brasilia Updog, which is a fan favorite, who got a victory against These Nuts with 16-0, which is very rare. Not allowing These
They got
Nuts.
chopped. They got chopped, ladies and gentlemen. Made it look easy. Unbelievable.
They have not allowed These Nuts to get a single round at all. And then they are going up against the team Aukat Hai, who shut down their opponent team, pushing them, having over 10 knives in the game. That is more than all we saw in the tournament. Keep in
Chopped
mind,
yet again.
I remember 47 taking almost a couple of aces in the game, in one single game. That's more than any player has taken over in the tournament. 47 has
It's
taken
insane. It's insane to think about that, PSauce. How they were given so many opportunities. I think the team that went against the knifers, they just didn't have a chance. They were just so overwhelmed. Especially if you and I were in their position and you saw multiple people running towards you, with a knife in their hand, you're gonna panic. Coffee Bean were one of those players that we definitely saw. The dude didn't know what to do. He had a gun. He could have pulled out the gun and shot, but he just didn't have the confidence. when you see something like that coming, guys, trust me, at this level, knowing how good the players are, if you think that they can land their shots and take you down like it's nothing, you can only imagine what they're capable of doing with the knife in their hand. So no surprise there. We can't blame any of these teams who have gone through a lot of practice in the past week to prepare for this tournament, okay, for behaving like that. But then again, SYM, yet again, I by just that play alone, I counted 3 or 4 knives. It was insane, PSauce. It actually was.
Absolutely, absolutely. SYM with his insane movement, with his insane choice of fight, he just showed who is the king of the game, who showed whose Aukat is there to go to semi-finals. Is using their no skill teammate as well to an advantage, trading him out to get the kill. And even we saw the meme team even in the previous round winning almost 16-0 just because losing to that one pistol round.
That is true. That is so true. And they made the first half look like it was gonna, they were gonna accomplish one of their dreams, because I do remember, off stream and off tournament, I did get a chance to speak, to the team leader of your first wife of the meme team, and he did say that too. At least they want the chance to, just like Brasilia Updogs, they wanted the chance to get a 16-0 round. And they got so close, but unfortunately, due to unforeseeable circumstances, they were just not able to win the pistol round, leaving them to finish the game 16-2, which is still, by all means, not a bad score. It's just that the dream never happened, but that's okay. Still a phenomenal team to be, very off. But it looks like this game will be one that they will have to work for the win, in my opinion.
Definitely, Lewis, definitely. Right now, we are back in game. FakeTaxi team is now back in the game. Dice hitting an insane headshot onto Backstabber, who is trying to fall back to corner. Wizard getting caught off guard. Blurry catching H2O flow on at balcony. Falling back at pit, missing his prey. First Wife and Smoke Noobs currently stuck in a 2v4 situation. Looks like your First Wife is going to have to show some magic he has shown in the previous 2 matches.
Not just magic, the meme team, who doesn't have a strategy, is finally gonna have to implement a strategy of some sort. PSauce, to make this happen. First Wife finding Penniless, completely bluffing his shot. Can First Wife connect his second shot there? Wizard's gonna take down Smoke Noobs every day. It is down to First Wife. Yes, he does find the shot on Wizard. Can he find Herpes there? Herpes is just gonna shut down First Wife. Very unfortunate, and that is gonna be 12-8. I really hope the fan favorite, the comeback underdogs, whether they will be able, to close out this gap, because FakeTaxi have only gained more momentum since the round has resumed. Now, looking at the team economy of the CT, is also known as the meme team, they seem to have gone for a double deagle, full eco setup with the rest of the team, because they are looking a bit low on funds. And guys, they also do not have any loss bonus, because they only have lost 1 round in a row so far. And how loss bonus works is, for those of you who don't know, you have to lose consecutively, lose consecutive rounds in a row you to have the ability to get more money in your next respawn. So in a situation like this, PSauce, I'm definitely sure you can agree with me here. If you're in a situation where you keep trading back and forth with the team, both of y'all are going to come to a position where both the teams are low on money, and it's going to be which does the better eco that is going to win them the round. And coming back to the game here, we do see that Penniless and Herp having very strong A-app performance, and it looks like Backstabber is going to fall back there. Only has a USP. He's not going to contest the double AK setup they have there. Meanwhile, Wizard on Banana is going to absolutely shut down Blurry, and that is going to leave them down to a 3v5. Smoke Noobs every day disconnecting due to some unforeseeable ISP or technical difficulties related to the internet, which is going to leave this down to a 5v2. Guys, Wizard is very low HP. If First Wife and Backstabber can manage to touch Wizard with any bullet of any gun, they should be able to take him down. But Wizard managed to find Backstabber there, and Backstabber couldn't connect a single shot. Dice pushing him for the kill, and Dice is going to finish off First Wife with a headshot. Ladies and gentlemen, it is not looking good for the CTs, and it looks like Blurry from Team Meme has gone ahead and called for a pause. but that is because one of their players just did disconnect here in the previous round. It is very unfortunate, and I have to agree with the player Wizard here. The pause time that we have had for this game has actually exceeded the play time for this game. Just showing you, because ladies and gentlemen, by this time we should have been finishing off this game and getting ready for the next match that is due to start in a little while. However, due to the amount of delays we have had, we are still 10 to 15 minutes away from finishing this game, and all because we have to keep pausing the match due to unforeseeable circumstances that cannot be avoided. PSauce, it is very unfortunate, wouldn't you say?
It's definitely unfortunate. We had started the match at approximately 3:30, 3:45, and it's already almost 5 p.m. It is crazy that the play time is being exceeded by the timeout in this game. We have seen overtime matches go almost up to 50 rounds, where the timeout is about almost 10 minutes. You get extra timeouts for every overtime. But seeing this in a match with 30 rounds, with not even 25 rounds completed, it is very unfortunate.
It's very unfortunate indeed, PSauce. But good thing is we are back in the game, ladies and gentlemen, and it looks like the T's they have left the bomb near T ramp, and they are going to try and do a B take, but it looks like Blurry and his teammate who is Smoke Noobs Every Day is going to be defending B, from the T's push, but it looks like the T's also have strong presence in all mid/A apps. And it looks like Penniless is just trying to gather info by throwing his utilities, and he's just checking his back to make sure he is not being pushed by any CT. And it looks like, the delayed play at A is working in their favor, because two of the CTs are still playing A, expecting. He has done a very good job of faking A, and it is down. The T's need to go now. They need to go now if they have to catch Blurry off guard. Can Blurry hold it? And the T's have started a final late rotate, but they have smoked off CT, and they are in a very good position to take this round down. And Wizard is going to touch Blurry like it was easy. Wizard is also going to touch Backstabber, and he's going to get absolutely deleted. And H2O Flow from FakeTaxi is going to shut down Blurry there and take him down, giving the 14th win to FakeTaxi. Ladies and gentlemen, we did not think it was possible. You did not think it was possible. But, Meme Team were an unstoppable force in the past two rounds, especially when you look at, how many rounds they won by compared to FakeTaxi. But it looks like FakeTaxi have definitely stepped up to the plate and definitely giving and exceeding, the expectations of, who should be taking them seriously. So whoever is going up against FakeTaxi in the next final should really be worried. And it looks like, the T's, because they did win the round, they are having a full rifle setup with full utility. And the CTs, all they have is Deagle and a UMP, and they had to force if they have a chance of winning this game. I know First Wife is a little bit worried, but I know they're trying their very best to see whether they can get this. The bomb has gone down bottom of Banana next to bottom of mid there, interestingly. So they are just playing fingertips with the CT, trying to get their attention to see which side can get an entry, and depending on which side gets the entry, the rotating player can collect the bomb and run in that direction. That is very smart to do. Smoke Noobs have taken a lot of damage there, and luckily for him, Phantom does find the 5-7 headshot onto Penniless and shuts him down before he takes out Smoke Noobs Every Day. And it looks like there is a lot of T present closer to A than it is to B. The question is, the CTs have learned that the T's like to do a fake. So will they buy, once H2O Flow does play, he is holding onto his utility. Is he going to play the fake and cause the rotate? But no, it looks like they're actually going to try and do a B-take. H2O Flow completely catching Blurry off guard. That is just horrible timing. And they still have nades to smoke out CT. And that is going to give them a very good chance. And H2O Flow here is going to get shut down by your First Wife. And it looks like HVS is going to shut down First Wife, spraying through the smoke there, which is going to leave this to a 3v2 with Smoke Noobs everywhere, very low on HP. HVS, who is boosted on top of yellow platforms, is going to shut down Smoke Noobs Every Day. Backstabber is going to find him boosted on the one-way smoke. Now it's down to Backstabber to give his team a fighting chance of taking this game into overtime. Can he do it? that I know the T's are playing very well this round. And here we see him checking his corners, and he's going to get completely caught off guard by Dice playing new box there. And the T's are going to take the 15th round, ladies and gentlemen. And if now all the CTs can do, the meme team, all they can do is buy, force buy, and try and win the next 6 rounds without fail to even have a chance of taking this game into overtime and winning. It's going to be very difficult, and it looks like the T's have yet again switched up the setup. They are going for a double up setup followed by 3 AKs with full utility and with enough money to buy a house in CSGO. They have money for days, ladies and gentlemen. That is going to shut down Blurry with an AK like there's nothing. It looks like Phantom is pushing Herbs, but Herbs is going to get out of the way in time. Phantom has all the positional info of where Herb is, and Phantom is going to just spray a bit and fall back here, which is going to make Herpes hesitate from pushing B apps there, and the CDs are going to go back into more defensive positions. But it looks like Smoking everything is pushing mid for info. The bomber is actually behind him, and it looks like the CT Darshil, who is holding a backstabber, who is holding Banana. It looks like Phantom is rotating to help him, and Smoke Noobs every day catching him off guard, but HVS is going to get the headshot from the Tech 9, shutting down Smoke Noobs every day, and it is now down to the T's. They are going A, they have the side, the CTs are not going to be able to rotate in time. Can they stop the bomber from planting is the question, because his teammates are just not there. He is being pushed so hard, and Phantom is going to shut down H2O with a beautiful spray down with the P90. And it looks like the rest of Backstabber is also on site, and now they have the bomb, but it is, and unfortunately Phantom goes down to the molly. It is all down to the Backstabber who shuts his game down. He does take down one, and it's now down to HVF to deny the defuse. Can he do it? Backstabber being very silent. He's gonna find the headshot, and he's going to stop them from winning this round, ladies and gentlemen. HVS getting absolutely demolished with the headshot with the M4A4, and he's gonna give the 9th win, or the 25th round win, to the CTs. They did not have a defuse kit, but they had plenty of time, because it was Backstabber with the quick thinking that gave his team a fighting chance. And now it is time for round 2 to see whether the T's can finish off the meme team. And also, guys, let's not forget Dice and his teammates have a lot of money that they can use to buy utility and guns. So just because the CTs have won a round, they still have to give 100% of their effort, because the terrorists are going to be just as competitive with a 6-round lead over them.
It's going to be interesting to see what these guys are going for with Hope, Dice, Penniless, and H2O. Sorry, HVS. HVS all the way pushed up Banana, having Hope taking apps control. Does leave Phantom, does leave the shot control and the apps. He is playing a pit, I believe.
Backstabber finding a disgusting spray down through the smoke there, completely catching HVS off guard there. What a good play. His team really needed it, and it looks like the T's are playing very strong in A apps. They're getting ready for a push. It looks like they are waiting for a particular second of the round clock. It looks like they are trying to go at 050, and they are running out right now, ladies and gentlemen. But they have been shut down by the molly. Very well thrown by your first wife. And it looks like they are first wife finding a disgusting headshot on Dice with the AWP. And it looks like Pennywise is going to look for positional audio.
First wife does get 1, does get 2, winning the round for meme team. Is Backstabber with the spray, getting the AK. Let's see how long meme team can prolong this match. Do they reach the... Will they be able to reach the overtime is the question. What do you think, Lewis?
Honestly, PSauce, to be honest with you, they have, I've noticed a change in their mindset. They are trying. Okay, so they have waited for the very last second, which most teams would not do, to try and bring this back into their favor. Your first wife has gone actually insane. He landed a 3K with the AWP just this round, and he did bits with the AWP as well the previous round. So he's definitely trying his best to contribute. And it looks like HVS is actually on fire with a total of 8 MVPs and 34 kills. PSauce, I don't know whether you noticed that. Okay, and Dice has 20 kills. Meanwhile, Your First Wife, the Backstabber, and Blurry all have 20 odd kills, and it looks like there has been another technical setback for the meme team. Smoke Noobs Everyday has disconnected, which has also given Dice an extra $300 should they need it. Okay, that being said, the CTs are trying to defend a take. Blurry is going to get shut down by HPS there, and HPS is going to find the headshot onto Backstabber there with only 12 HP. He managed to get a dink but not finish off the kill there. And this may be the final straw for the CT. Can the Phantom and First Wife does find HPS, which is very low. Can he find Pennywise as less? No, he does. He whiffs his shot. He's down to 20 HP. Can he find H2O Flow completely deleting Phantom? But that's because he was flashed by First Wife. Ladies and gentlemen, FakeTaxi has taken out the meme team and won the first semi-final game of the ACM's Pentagon tournament. What an unpredictable game we've had, and we've had a lot of technical difficulties, which definitely had a lot to play, with how this game went down. Very unfortunate. I know a lot of y'all were hoping for the meme team to make it into the finals, but unfortunately, due to a combination of technical difficulties and Smoke Noobs Everyday just completely disconnecting, the team wasn't running at 100% efficiency to properly counter the FakeTaxi, and the FakeTaxi were a lot more consistent with their round plays, with their fakes. There was a beautiful fake played by the FakeTaxi over there, where they completely threw their utility to A, which did not let the CTs rotate until until the bomb plan had gone down, and they had already put the smoke down at CTA, and they couldn't get a kill, and that gave it. So it was very well played by FakeTaxi, and they fully deserve to go to the finals. PSauce, can you give us the information on when the next game will be had, at what time our listeners and watchers need to be back here by?
Definitely, Lewis. This game actually took a lot of time, almost 1.5 hours for this game, because of all the technical difficulties, all the technical pauses we had to take. And the news is that the next match, which will be between Brasilia Updog and the team Aukat Hai at 6 p.m. today, who will be contesting to meet the team FakeTaxi into the finals. I am certainly excited for this match. Both teams have been dominating all the matches they have played. It will be very exciting, very entertaining to see how these players will play against each other.
I completely agree with you, PSauce. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it for now. We will take a short break and just double check that we don't have any technical difficulties for the next semi-final. So we will see you guys in a bit, because we want to make sure that the next game goes smoothly, both for us and for you guys as well, because we want to minimize delays as much as possible. So we're going to take a short break. And while the next team picks their map and gets their banning, sorted out for the map selection, we will catch you guys in a bit. Don't go anywhere. We will see you in a bit. Take care, guys. I'll catch you soon. Go to the, go get yourself some coffee. Go to the toilet, and we will see you guys in a bit. Stay tuned. See you guys soon.